Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you some of my favorites from this month. Some of these are things from Ipsy bags, and some of these are things that I have gotten from free samples in the mail. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing is actually a free sample, and this is something that obviously a lot of you know this brand, you probably know this product, but it's just one of the NYX soft matte lip creams, and this one's in the color San Paulo. It's actually what I have on now, and if you can see it, it's like a very red. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you, but it's like a reddish color. Anyways, I absolutely love this product, and I've had a couple of people ask me where I get my samples. I used two different sites. If you follow me on Instagram, I go through getitfree.com, and you do have to fill out a couple of surveys, but they're quick, and that's how I've gotten quite a few of my free products. I've gotten some KitchenAid products. I've gotten, obviously, like this is NYX. I've gotten this. I use that site, and then there's another site that is freesamplesnetwork.com, and they send me emails almost every day with new updated samples, and I use that site. The one thing I will say is beware when you're doing samples, the sites that tend to ask just a ridiculous amount of questions and redirect you to different sites and then to a different site. Those, most of the time, you're never going to get those samples, and you just, like, you're going to spam your email, so just be careful with those sites. But anyways, this is one of my favorites for this month. I just really like this color, and I love the formula of the soft cream NYX. Anyways, one of the next ones is actually something that came out of my Ipsy bag, and it is the Lime Crime Diamond Crushers. I've worn this a couple times now. There's a really bad light glaring off it, I'm sorry. I've worn this a couple times now since I've gotten it, and I absolutely love this stuff. And once again, it smells like it has a very candy-like smell to it, and when it goes on, it's just so pretty. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very pretty, like, pinkish, and has a very glitter undertone to it. Anyways, very pretty color. This is definitely one of my favorites for this month. And the next thing is, this actually was off of another sample site. This is Rimmel London Scandaleyes. This is the waterproof, which one is this? I'm sorry, just one second. This is the waterproof eyeliner. I don't see the color on there. It's probably on there somewhere. Just nude. There it is. Nude 005. This is what it looks like. And when put on, well, it just broke. I pressed too hard, apparently. I've used it quite a bit, though, so. When put on, that's what it looks like. It's just a very nude eyeliner. It's definitely not a color for everyone. It might not be your favorite color for an eyeliner look, but I really likes it, because that's a word. I really like it. Anyways, definitely one of my favorites for the month. And one of the next ones is out of the Ipsy bag. This is the Pixie by Petra blush that they sent in Beach Rose. I absolutely love this color. If I can get it so I can swatch it. That's what it looks like on. It's a very, I don't know, like a brownish red color almost, but it looks good on. It's almost like a bronzer without the shimmer is the best way I can describe it. That's not a good description, but I really like this one, like a sandy color almost. I really like this, and I really like Pixie by Petra, but I really like this formula, and I like this color a lot. So once again, one of my favorites for the month, and that came out of the Ipsy bag as well. And this one just came in the Ipsy bag this month, and of course I knew it would probably be one of my favorites because I love this brand, but also just I love this product in particular. This was the Tarte in color, the color Feisty. It was the blush, the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. Let me go ahead and get a swatch of it for you. It goes on very light, but it's such a pretty red, or like light, I don't know, on me it's like a light clay color almost. anyways, I absolutely love it. And the design, even though I've used it so many times, the design has not started to give or fade at all, which I find impressive. Anyways, that's definitely one of my favorites for this month. I love Tarte, though. It's hands down one of my favorite products for a lot of stuff that they put out. Another one is the Silky Fit Concealer and BB Powder Brightening. I like this stuff a lot. This stuff, in fact, also came in the Ipsy bag. And I'll go ahead and swatch it. I mean, it's a concealer. You're not going to be able to see much, but that's what it looks like. It's a very light concealer because I'm a very light person. But that's what it looks like on. Anyways, it blends very well, and that's why I like it so much, I guess. It blends well with any type of foundation I've had on. Anything I've put it on with, it blends really well, and I don't know, I just really like, it doesn't feel wet, it doesn't feel greasy, it's a nice in between. And there are some concealers in particular, I don't know what it is, but tend to break me out. I haven't had that problem with this concealer. That doesn't mean you won't, so don't. But I mean, for me, I haven't had that problem with this concealer. So, I really, really like this one. Okay, and another one is, if you know me, you know I really like Wet n Wild products. I think that you can get a lot of bang for your buck with their products. This one is the Wet n Wild Coverall Correcting Palette. And it has the purple and yellow, and the green and white. And I mean, that's what it looks like. But anyways, as you can tell, I've used them. But anyways, they work really well. And I want to say this was only, it was right between $3 to $5, I believe. It's one of my favorites, period. I've had this for a while, but I've been using it here more often. Because I have had a couple of breakouts. But, this is definitely one of my favorite correcting palettes that I've had. And for that price, you can't beat that. I really, really like this correcting palette. And the next thing is also Wet n Wild. It is their illuminating palette, highlighting palette. Let me go ahead and open it up. And once again, a lot of the reason I like Wet n Wild, of course, I try most makeup products that I buy are cruelty-free products. But Wet n Wild products are cruelty-free. Anyways, that's what that looks like. The colors are gorgeous. And what I like about them is they blend so well together. They don't clash. And they blend well with whatever you've got on your face as well. Let me see if I can go ahead and, if you can see the different colors there. At least 3 of them. I missed the last one. There's that. They are such pretty, vibrant colors. I absolutely love this palette. And I've used it, I don't know how many times I've used this thing now, but I've used this quite a bit. And you can't even really tell that it's been used. Even after me running my fingers through it, you can see it some, but you can't even really tell that it's been used. And I've had this, I know, for over a month. This, and by far, is one of my favorites. I would definitely recommend you getting this if you're looking for a highlighting palette. I really, really like this one. Okay, and the last thing that was one of my favorites for the month is also Wet n Wild, and it's the Mega Glow Contouring Palette. Once again, it's everything reflecting off of that, I'm sorry. This is just a basic two-tone contour. But, once again, it has a lot of payoff. And, it blends well with everything I've had on, which is really what you want contour to do. And, like I said, I've used this quite a few times, and you can't really tell that I've used it. And I've had this for a couple of months, and it's still going strong. And I want to say this cost about $5, I believe. So you definitely, once again, cannot beat that. So if you get the chance to pick this up, this contouring palette up, I definitely would. Okay, and to finish off, I'm going to go ahead with some of the things that weren't my favorite for the month. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Just because these things aren't my favorite does not mean that you shouldn't try them. Does not mean that you won't like them. They don't work for me. They're just not for me. Okay, one of the first things was out of the Ipsy bag, and it's this Trestique eyeliner, or eyebrow pencil, I'm sorry. And I tried to use it, and I mean, it's a good color. It's nothing to do with the color. My problem with this is it pulls so bad. Like, you really, and like I was pressing down pretty hard, you really, really have to press down hard to get it to go on the eyebrow. In fact, when I was putting it on, I actually pulled out a couple of eyebrows trying to get the color on my eyebrow. So for me, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this particular product. Like I said, the brand was Trestique. The packaging is adorable, and it's a shame because the packaging really is adorable, but just for me, it pulls. You have to press so hard to get any color payoff out of it, or just anything, any color at all out of it, for it to work, that I feel like I was damaging my eyebrows. So, for me, this just didn't work. And the next thing is one of those things, it came off a Wish, so you never know what you're going to get. You can't really complain. I only paid $1 for it, and it was a sextuple concentrated aloe gel. That's what the little case looks like. The case is cute. And who really knows if this is actual aloe gel, because it was only $1. But, let me go ahead and show you what the inside looks like. It's just a clear gel. It has zero smell. If I'm correct, though, aloe really doesn't have a smell, so I don't expect that. But I've been using this for, I want to say, about 2 months now. And I was hoping for something. Like, I was mainly putting it, because I do have semi-dry skin, so I was mainly putting it, like, in areas that I was really dry. Like, right between, I tend to get really dry right here. And, like, right here, I tend to get dry. So I was putting it in those areas, and I was hoping that, maybe it would work. For $1, that would be fantastic. But it has not paid off. So if you see this, I mean, it feels good. That's the one thing I will say. When it goes on the face, it's very cold, and it's like a calming, cooling effect. It does feel very good. But it's not moisturizing. It's not really doing anything for you besides sitting there. So if you see it, I mean, you can get it if you just want your face to feel cold for a bit, but that's about all it's going to do. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and just remember to be kind. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.